What is up, YouTube? It's RSMario here, bringing you another spring 2015 anime reaction video. Alright, so one thing, I'll be doing anime reaction videos for all types of anime going in. This is going to be another one of those ongoing series I do, probably maybe once a week. Probably after the spring season, I probably won't do it once a week anymore. I don't know, it depends. I actually like doing these. It's actually pretty cool. I get to watch all different types of anime. My last one was on Triage X. Tread with caution. If you're not a huge fan of fan service, I would not check out Triage X. If you want to know about that, check out the link. It should be probably in one of the top corners of the screen if you want to check that out. But yeah, this anime I would definitely recommend for just about anybody. If you're into anime, specifically if you've watched Cowboy Bebop, you would love this show. The only person I wouldn't recommend this to is somebody who just doesn't like shonen, some crazy person. But yeah, Blockade Battlefront, and I've been trying to remember that name like crazy. The name sucks. It's long, but Blockade Battlefront, otherwise known as Hikai Sensen, is an awesome show so far. Let's get to it.
扉開けばねじれた昼の夜昨日どうやって帰った体だけが確かおはようこれからまた迷子の続きになれた知らない景色の中で
Alright, so the premise of the show is basically some cataclysm happens in New York and it opens up a gate to another world. A bunch of different creatures and spirits and demons come through this gate into New York, and a giant shield of impenetrable mist is created around New York. I don't know if it's created by the gate itself or is it created to protect the rest of the world from what came out of the gate. I'm not quite sure on that, and if you read the manga, if you've seen the rest of the show, don't spoil it for me, but you know, that's what happened. Our main character gets caught inside here, and through a series of unfortunate events, he ends up involved with a supernatural organization called Libra. They're basically like the X-Men of this kind of place, and it's kind of interesting because like humans and these creatures kind of like coexist. There's like a creature, dressed in a suit and a newscast, and he doesn't speak English. All he does is say like one word or whatever. But they coexist with people, and it's weird, but it's interesting. But yeah, the music in the show is interesting. But let's get into the characters. So, one thing that gets me with the show is names. The names in this show are ridiculous. I've seen some ridiculous names in anime, and I've actually created some ridiculous names myself because I suck at naming things. But the names in this show is like, it almost makes it hard to take them seriously, but what they do with it works. So this show follows the main character, Leonardo Watch. His name's Leonardo Watch. But yes, it follows him. He's our main character, and as most main characters, he does have some sort of particular special ability. It's an optical ability as well. So, yeah. But he's not like most main characters because he's not really a badass or a fighter. No, not by a long shot. He's a normal kid who just happens to have this power through some slightly unfortunate circumstances. The rest of the characters, this is where they all come in, and I like the way they did this. They actually made the main character vulnerable so that the rest of the characters around him can be useful, even though technically down the line he will be a key character to the show because he's the main character. So this is where the rest of the characters in Libra come in. We have the quiet, strong, silent leader, Klaus von Reinhardt with the weird underbite. You know, he uses special blood power that has some sort of drawback, which will probably come into play later in the show. We also have the young hothead of the group, who is Zap Renfro, or Zap Renfro. Home dog's name is Zap Renfro. I told you the names, but I haven't met all the characters in Libra yet because I want to watch 2 episodes of the show. So we're only introduced to 3 characters, which are Klaus, Zap, and a chick named Chain, who is apparently a dog lady or a werewolf lady or something like that. But yeah, you know, they're pretty interesting. And of course, the technique in this show are blood techniques. Kind of like, think Dead Man Wonderland. It's kind of like that. Just kind of better, I guess. Even though they all have drawbacks. Think Dead Man Wonderland combined with, like, Darker Than Black. Think about it like that. But yeah, the show's actually pretty interesting so far. They have a very good combination of comedy and, like, drama and action, and they know when to switch between them, which is something, I mean, Studio Bones. They're awesome and they're consistent and they know how to do that. One of my favorite shows that does that is Full Metal Alchemist, and they know when to switch between drama, comedy, and action, and they know how to combine them all so it doesn't feel weird when they switch. That's one thing a lot of shows tend to do, that try to have action and comedy. A comedy got killed. They don't exactly work. You know, because you're going straight from someone dying to bam, someone's doing something funny, and it kind of ruins the dramatic tension or whatever of that person's death. It ruins the emotion of the show. They don't do that here. Even though I haven't seen anyone died, they tend to go from drama, comedy, and action pretty well. Even some fourth wall breaking type of dialogue is actually pretty funny. But yeah, so far the show is pretty good. This is definitely a keeper. I mean, Studio Bones did it. They did Full Metal Alchemist. They did Cowboy Bebop. They're awesome. Space Dandy and Noragami was good last year. So, I mean, Studio Bones is consistent. I can definitely depend on them to bring me something awesome. So, that's about it for this. My next show, I'm thinking about doing how to pick up chicks in the dungeon. That's probably going to be the next one. So, that's about it. I'm definitely going to keep this show. The shows I do keep from these reaction videos, I will be doing reviews on when they're done. So, look out for that. Like, comment, subscribe, and keep it real.